Hello guys and welcome back to channel and welcome back to the match review video of the huge clash of Copa America that held between Argentina and Uruguay. And as we predicted and previewed, the Argentina just got their job done as our score prediction were proved right as the game ended as Argentina won, Uruguay nil. So we're gonna be discussing about this whole game, so let's get to it. And indeed, the match started at a very unpositive note and the both teams were lunging forward, but Argentina got out to be more creative and threatening in what was the first 20 minutes. Because if you look at the lineup of Argentina, Scaloni literally made some major changes, like Rodriguez was in for Paredes, Acuna, Christian Romero, Monila were also all included in the squad. Argentina initially played with 4-3-3 formation, which was pretty effective, especially if you look at the wing play of Argentina in those 45 minutes, it was pretty impressive. They were literally stretching Uruguay's defense quite good.
Also, I would like to specially mention our left back Acuna, who had a pretty impressive performance and especially his defensive work was pretty amazing. He literally kept quiet Freddy Valverde throughout the whole game. And also our midfield, which is certainly looks the most positive part of Argentina, was as usual amazing. Lo Celso, De Paul were instrumental in the chances that we created in the first half. And especially talking about De Paul, what a player to watch. He is seriously an amazing talent. He will win you balls, he will create chances, he will keep the possession so good. I mean, he does that everything. If you look at him, he's everywhere on the pitch. And he's seriously an asset to this Argentina's national team. And talking about another instrumental player, which is none other than Leo Messi. And what an individual performance he had against Uruguay. I mean, every time he got a ball on his feet, he was constant threat to Uruguay's defense. Also, if you look at the heat map of Leo Messi against Uruguay, it looks completely amazing. I mean, look at the amount of ground he covered throughout the game. I mean, he's gonna turn 34 in next week, but still that energy, that enthusiasm is just something brilliant. And he was absolutely amazing to watch throughout the whole game. Even in the early minutes, Argentina and especially Messi were giving warning to Uruguay's defense as he fired the shot on I think 10th minute, which goalkeeper got hand and the rebound pops up just little behind of Lautaro Martinez. And if you look at Lautaro Martinez, the kind of striker he is, he should have finished that chance, but he doesn't do it and he misses that golden opportunity to put Argentina in an early lead. But thankfully, just after 5 minutes, De Paul took a short corner and lays towards Messi. Messi drops the shoulder, beats his man and put a beautiful cross on which Rodriguez puts his header and gave Argentina an early lead. Well, after this goal, Argentina were playing in a little bit defensive shape as they switched to 4-2-2 formation with Nico Gonzalez shifting into that midfield. So Argentina were sitting deep and were looking for counters and they literally had some great chances, and especially Messi, who was absolutely charged up and were dribbling past 3 to 4 defenders with such an ease. Some of the counters could have been very possibly productive, but Lautaro Martinez was certainly looking poor. He lost the ball many times while breaking away and it was really frustrating to see that. And in second half, it was Uruguay who saw more of the possession, and certainly it did look like Argentina were not attacking and it was only Messi who was trying to do something with his feet. He was leading the line and was the one who was running from halfway lines by dribbling past defenders. He seriously put on a show, but on the other hand, Argentina's players were still hesitating to move their bodies forward and were sitting deep. And this might be the strategy by Scaloni after watching his team dropping the leads in their last few matches. But we gotta say that in this match, Argentina were pretty good and solid as they kept both Suarez and Cavani quiet and throughout the game. Even in the second half when Uruguay was pressing high on the pitch, Argentina were compact and solid. But one thing was changed, that Argentina were losing the ball quickly in the second half. Their performance was certainly dropped to as compared to the first half. But one thing we all have to admit, that Argentina were pretty solid in this game, even with having Otamendi in their squad. But we have to say that Otamendi's performance were quite improved in this game. Overall, it was a very cagey game, but still somehow Argentina managed to get out those 3 important points and finally they broke their streak of draw and got a huge victory over Uruguay this time. And with this win, now Argentina tops the table level on points with Chile. This was pretty impressive performance, but again we lacked that clinicality in front of the goal, and thankfully Uruguay didn't able to score a goal. But we have to be decisive in front of the goal, and especially Lautaro Martinez, who is really a good striker, but he is really showing opposite of what he is striker at Inter Milan. But ultimately, we have to say that Argentina really put some great performance, especially their defensive performance, which was quite improved. And especially the fullbacks like Munila and Acuna, who really put some great defensive performance. And also, we cannot forget this performance, this mesmerizing performance by Leo Messi. And also, I would do like to mention again Rodrigo De Paul. Like, he is complete baller. I mean, the performance he put today, it really shows that he's the important part of this team and he's really an asset to this Argentina's national team. But still, we cannot ignore the fact that we still needs to be clinical in front of the goal because the chances we are creating, we have to finish them off. And that's why I do hope to see Aguero in the next match, which is against Paraguay. Because we need to finish those chances which we are creating. Because if we need to win this game, we have to finish the chances. We luckily managed to keep Uruguay quiet in this game, but it's not gonna work every time. We have to finish the chances, we have to score the goals because the amount of attacking threat we have, we just cannot simply sit deep and just defend that one goal. We cannot rely on that, and that's why we need a good striker, and Lautaro Martinez is seriously not in that form. So that's why I do hope to see Aguero in the next match, which is against Paraguay, and let's hope we can continue our winning run from here. So that's it for today, guys, and also I would finally like to share the news that it has been made official that the Memphis Depay is now officially a Barca player. The club confirmed it through social media platforms this evening. So I'll be bringing you soon a video about analyzing the transfer of Depay and what he can add to this Barca squad. So stay tuned and subscribe the channel as I'll meet you soon. Until that time, Forca Barca!